Everybody, it's Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I'm back with another episode of the Crafty Nomad podcast. Now, this would normally be Sunday Shenanigans. However, I went live yesterday, and on my live, I said that I was not going to do a Crafty Nomad podcast yesterday because I felt like I had shown everything or whatever. But in the end, I did decide to go ahead and record a video for Sunday Shenanigans because there's a finish that you guys just must see, and I wanted to have the opportunity, like something is like an eyelash or something. Anyway, I wanted to have an opportunity to show you guys a specific finish. And there are a lot of people who don't watch the live, so you haven't seen it, or if you don't follow me on Instagram or on the Facebook group, then you would not have seen him. I think I put him on Twitter as well. So anyway, we're gonna try again. I recorded the whole thing on my new laptop, and the sound was horrible. It was just going in and out. And I thought it would just be like one time or two times that we could handle it. But it was so many times where my voice I was talking and you heard nothing. I just said, forget it. And I uploaded it to YouTube, hoping sometimes once it's processed, sometimes some of those glitchy things get fixed in the YouTube once it's uploaded, but it didn't get fixed. So I said, oh well, I'm just gonna try again another day. So that's what I'm doing right now. Hold on. All right, so I had to get the fan because I am about to start sweating. I didn't want to do that. So anyway, here we go. It's Memorial Day. I am off today, and so I had time to re-record it anyway, and so I decided to go ahead and do that. So that's what we are here for. I'm Kim. I'm your host. This is the Crafty Nomad podcast because I move from craft to craft to craft, much like a nomad moves his whole household to another location. That's how I am with my crafting. And but I think it's mostly going to be crochet today. I haven't done a whole lot of anything else lately, but I've got for you today 2 whips, 3 finishes, got a little bit of Hobby Lobby haul, I got a little bit of Happy Mail, and a little bit of upcoming. Okay, so some of these things, if you have been watching the lives, you have already heard and seen, so I apologize for the redundancy, but it is what it is, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. You can follow me on Instagram at Kim the Crafty Nomad, Ravelry pettiskimknits, that's pettiskimknits. I am actually on Twitter as pettiskim. I am, let's see, where else am I? I got an Etsy shop and a Facebook group for this podcast, which I will try to be better at linking down below. Now, you guys know I've been going live every day for the month of May, and I will go live. This video will go up, and we will have a live on Memorial Day today. And I'm sweating anyway, even with a fan. Let's see if there's something I can do about that. Okay. Anyway, let's see. What was I gonna say? Oh, so with going live every day, something has to give, and for me, it was definitely the show notes that had to give throughout this month. Haven't been really good at show notes at all, so we will try to do better on this particular episode, though. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's go with the whips. Now, believe it or not, when I recorded yesterday, I only had 1 whip. But since I didn't upload that, I went ahead and started on another whip. Okay. All right, so this is a sweater. It's a baby sweater. I am using the Loops and Threads Baby Delight. It's in the blue colorway. Ooh, that looks so much better on my camera phone. You can really see that color. I'm keeping it in my bag that I got from Terry Short. This also looks better on the phone. I will go back to record on my phone. I have been avoiding it because of something else that I've been recording on the phone, and if you put too much on the phone, then you have to start deleting things, so I was trying to avoid that. Anyway, this is called I think it's the baby kimono sweater by Joji Locateli, and she is a very wonderful knit wear designer. It's all knitting, and I'll try to pop a picture somewhere so you can see what this is going to look like. Joji Locateli, when you see most of the things that she does, she is almost always using grays, dark grays, you know, very neutral colors. And even this baby sweater is also in a dark gray colorway, okay? But me, I am doing it in that color, and basically it's just basically all garter stitch, so just knit back and forth. And I am trying at this point to get to 3.5 inches so I can put in my buttonhole, and then I will go on to a little bit further and then put in the next buttonhole, and then I think all the fun will start with shaping this thing, because right now it's just a long strip of garter stitch. And these are my little stitch stoppers that are so cute. All right, so yeah, so that is where I'm at on the baby sweater. This is a free pattern, and you can find it on Ravelry. If you don't use Ravelry, I don't know where you can find it at. But anyway, there you go, free pattern, and it's coming along. I've been actually using this project to train myself to knit continental, and because all you have to do is knit, you don't have to purl. It's not hard for me to do it. I do know how to do it, but it's just getting the muscle memory locked in. So that's what I've been doing with that. All right, my second whip is also a knitting project, okay, that I'm going to share with you. It's not that I don't have any crochet whips. I'm just today not showing them. All right, so I started, and I'm keeping this one in my bag from Lori Gray, and it is also a magical bag because some of my finishes were held in this bag, okay? So I am working on, remember well, if you're on my lives, you've seen something else that I finished using the same yarn, but I'm gonna show it to you today. And usually I show my finishes first. I'm sorry, I decided to show my whips first. So I decided to work on this pattern, BonBon Bunny. BonBon is from the designer Susan Claudino, and I have made one BonBon before, and it is knitted, and I'm using for this BonBon, I'm using loops and threads impeccable. Oh yeah, this camera, now you can see what color this yarn is, because I've been using my laptop and it just doesn't do it justice. So now you can see that really shocking hot pinky. It is a little corally, but it's mostly hot pinky, yellow, tealy green, and a little shots of gray through it. This one is called it's 100% acrylic. It's called Pixie Bloom Variegated, and it is 187 yards. Recommends a US H hook, 5mm and 5mm knitting needles as well. So that's what I'm using. Haven't had to bust out that ball yet because I still have leftovers from another project that I'm trying to work through, and a knitted project needs less. So let's show you where I am at on this. So basically, the way this project works is that you knit the two legs. I think you knit all the appendages first, and then when you get to working on the body and the head, everything else, ears, legs and arms will all be knit in, okay? And I didn't go look for the one I already made. It's been packed away for a while. But here is how this is knitting up. Now you see that yellow there? When I turn this around, you hardly see any of it. So it's interesting how this is working up. It's very similar. It's working up similarly to what it worked up in the crochet, as it does in crochet, and you'll see that in a minute. So the interesting thing about this is that I'm using my Knitter's Pride interchangeables, and I think this set is on Amazon for something like $54 or something like that. I think I had a gift card when I bought these, and I had completely forgotten how to do magic loop. I haven't done it in so long. I try, when I make socks, and I don't make them that often, I use 9-inch circulars because I don't want to do magic loop. But you know what, this is not turning out too bad, so I'll probably be fine. I just thought that I did a lot more laddering. I saw a lot more laddering when I did magic loop. So when I discovered 9-inch circulars for socks, I have never looked back. But I had to watch a video, and I watched the Very Pink Knits video to remind me how to magic loop, y'all, because this is one of those patterns. You start down here, so you only cast on 4 stitches, and then you end up increasing until you get to this point. And I think I'm at the point of decreasing now, getting ready to come in. But anyway, it's coming along just fine. I'm loving it, and I'm also loving, and I bought these from the same seller, the other set of stitch stoppers came from the same seller, and it is a seller on Etsy called Tesla Baby. I'll try to link her store in the description box below, okay? So that's BonBon Bunny, and I'll probably work on BonBon a little bit tonight. But I had already mentioned in my lives that in June I'm gonna actually do a lot more on some of my knitted whips. I'm gonna try to really work on my February lady sweater, and yeah, I'm gonna try to give it a lot more attention than I have been giving it. Okay, so those are the 2 whips. Now let's move on to finishes. Since I just showed you BonBon Bunny, I don't think my book is back over here. Oh, Steve was looking for stuff, and he rearranged stuff. And I think if I move anything, I'm gonna cause an avalanche like you've never seen in your life. Where's that book? Oh my gosh, where is it? Okay, hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. I mean, I know for you guys that didn't seem like no time at all, but I looked for a little while for this book, and it was piled. He piled. I have a bunch of books right here, and Steve was looking for something, and he put this underneath a bunch of books, but I found it. So my next 2 finishes both came from this book. It's the Big Book of Little Amigurumi by Anna Paula Ramoli. 72 seriously cute patterns to crochet. And FYI, she has several books. This one is the favorite designs from her top selling book. So if you want a taste of everything and some of the most popular things out of these 5, you just need this book. All right, so the first thing I made was Toys and Pajamas, and I completed the bear. Okay, and I used that same Pixie Bloom variegated, and the bear color, the brown color is loops, not loops and threads. It's Big Twist in the colorway, Big Twist Value in the colorway Caramel. And here's the bear. Here's my version, so you can see how that yarn is knitting up. Oh, this phone does such a better job of showing the colors. And the muzzle is felt, piece of felt that I then very horribly embroidered a nose and mouth. But he came out super cute. I thoroughly enjoyed it. He's supposed to be about 9 inches tall, and he is about 9 inches tall. And so this is the teddy bear in pajamas. I haven't named them yet. And then the second thing I made from the book, a lot of the patterns, like you can see Baby Monkey and her daddy, a lot of them are the animal and his or her daddy or mommy. But I just love that they actually did a lot of the animals and their daddies, like that puppy and daddy. And these are very easy to work up, very easy, beginner friendly, I believe. But this is the one I made, the baby lion and his daddy. And I did make the daddy. Daddy is about 7.5 inches. Let me see. 7.5 inches tall is what he's supposed to come out as. I used the loops and threads in the color way. It was like a gold color and then an orange color, like a pumpkin color for the mane. And I also used 9mm safety eyes on both. And then I used, what did I use? Oh, a little felt for the muzzle on the lion. And so here is the lion, all done. Very easy. This is made separately and then sewn on. And then you see he has a little tail in the back. Very, very easy, very quick little projects. If you just need a palette cleanser or you just want to use up some scraps, this would definitely be the book for you. If you do craft fairs and you want to make small amigurumis for sale so that it'll be more cost effective and less time consuming for you, I recommend this book as well. I have made 2 things this week from it, and this one I literally started on Saturday morning and finished on Sunday afternoon. So very easy, very quick, and I thoroughly enjoyed the pattern. So those are my 2 finishes there. And then, you know, the finish that I'm most excited about, you guys know in my Wednesday wrap sessions, my most recent project that I was going after is my Sleepy Dragon from the designer Sharon Oyala. And she is Amigurumi to go. She has a YouTube channel. Now I must say I looked all over her social medias, all of her social media accounts, and I don't see that she's had any activity since 2020. So I'm hoping and praying that she's okay. But all of her content is still there. It's just kind of, she was so prolific, and just not to see anything from her since 2020. I mean, you know, who knows how the pandemic impacted her, but there's nothing there. But we still have all of her content available, all of which she made available for free. So the dragon that I was working on, you could either make him fierce or you can make him sleepy. Well, I made mine sleepy, and if you were on our live with Hook and Stitch Live with Kim and Chris yesterday, you've already seen him. Again, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, in the Facebook group, you've also already seen him. But I must show him off again. This is Drake, the sleepy dragon, guys. And I just love how Drake turned out. You see his tail. And I just decided, you know how I am with color. I love color, and I think you can make anything any color. And so for Drake, what I did was I used, I just love the expression on his face. I used the hot pink, and he's looking hot pink here. Hot pink is the colorway. It is from a Red Heart with Love yarn. The colorway is hot pink. And then for the contrasting color, this, I just had this ball in the bag, and I had no idea actually what colorway it was. I just knew it was I Love This Yarn. But it turns out that it is I Love This Yarn Prince, and in the colorway Jazz Stripes. So you can see the wings have an inner and an outer, and then his belly patch, and then his scales, his spikes all are from that yarn. And guys, he's amazing. He stands up on his own. I wish you could see him, but he does stand up with no problem. You can see him. I'll put in some video at the end, but he is so fantastic. And I absolutely love him. And I had to show him to you guys on this show. This pattern is one of the ones that I started like in 2016 or 2017, and I'm so excited to have gotten them finished. Sharon O'Hala is a great teacher, and I usually don't follow tutorials, but for this, I needed the tutorials for every bit of it, I think, and it all helped me get to this point. So I'm so happy with him. I'm so thrilled with how he came out that I had to come on. He is really the reason why I decided to go ahead and record an episode, because I wanted you to see him. Plus, I finished some other things. So that is Drake the Sleepy Dragon, and he is fantastic. I feel like he's like a little art piece. I wish I had a place to display him. But anyway, that's Drake, and that's all of my finishes. So let's move on to let's do Happy Mail. Okay, so I showed this if you were on the live yesterday, or if you watched the replay. You already know that Priscilla, I participated in the hashtag Make Scrap Yarn project with Priscilla from Distinctive Crochet, and I made the Bohemian Jellyfish, and just like that one, but with all kind of scrap yarns. And Priscilla had 5 prizes, and she had 5 winners. So she picked 5 prize winners, and then she picked an alternate in case somebody defaulted on a gift. And I was the alternate name, and guess what? Somebody didn't claim their gift, so I got to get it. So I'm very excited to share with you what I got. So I got this card from Priscilla, and she wrote a really nice note and let me know who the prize was donated by. Now, did I bring I forgot a part of the prize, I think. Let me see if I forgot a part of the prize. Yeah, it looks like I forgot one part of it. But, no, I can't have forgot it, did I? Yeah, I forgot one part of it. That's okay. But anyway, this prize was donated by Anna from Anna's Crafty Amore. Sorry for the shaking. And she donated, first of all, there's a koala bear coaster that I forgot to bring over, and it's super cute. And then there was a set of handmade by Anna, and you guys have to check her channel out if you don't already watch her. I do already watch her, so I'm really thrilled to have received this whole set of stitch markers. And these are like progress keepers that you can hang on your project, and also remind yourself of the size hook you are using, which is great for people like me who have long languishing whips and end up using those projects, using our hooks and other things, or forgetting to put the hook back in the bag. So if you have this marked on your project, all you gotta do is go get that size. And she also included this one that says Dream. So that was cool. And then another great part of this prize was a hank of hand-dyed yarn. And you know what? I don't regret at all that video didn't work out, because now you can really see these colors on this hand-dyed yarn. It's from a company called Stitchcraft and Wizardry, handcrafted with love and just a touch of magic. Now, Anna is Australian, and I'm not sure if this came from an Australian seller or dyer or not, but I'm just thrilled to have won this. I mean, look at it. The darker teals, the purples that are in there. There's a little bit of turquoise that came out, some yellow. And then, where's it? Orange. There's a little orange in there. Just a beautiful hank of yarn. And so you can see the colorway name. It's inspired by That 70s show. And this is 400 meters of superwash merino wool, 85% merino and 15% nylon. So I am super blessed to have won that. Thank you, Priscilla. I was not expecting somebody not to claim a prize. It was just cool to be chosen as the alternate. And look, I actually got the prize. Woo! I'm so excited. Okay, great. So there you go for that. That's the Happy Meal. Now, I ran over to Hobby Lobby because I knew that the Yarnology knitting and crochet notion things were on sale. And I like to grab the hooks because sometimes when I do giveaways, I like to include a hook in the prize. And so because the hooks are super affordable anyway, and then they go on sale for 50% off, I ran over there, even though I feel like I probably spent the discount on the gas that it took me to get to Hobby Lobby. I kind of been avoiding it because gas is so high, but I knew this weekend was the weekend for these to be 50% off and for the yarn to be 30% off. So I checked before I drove that way. I checked my app because I wasn't going to go if it wasn't on sale. All right, so anyway, I got a couple of hooks which will be thrown into giveaways, and I got an H and an I again in this one. And these are $3.49 each, but they were 50% off. Then they had this new one that I first saw Granny D with it, and of course wanted it. And when I went the first time, the only thing they had was a big old fat P hook or something like that. A 12mm hook is what they had available. I don't know which one that is. But when I went back this time, they definitely had more, and so I got these, and these range in price from $3.99 to $4.29. I think the biggest one is like $5 and something, but they were all 50% off. So I got that set, not the full set, because there's some fat ones that I just didn't need, but I got those. And I got a H and I got a J and a K, and then a 7mm, which it's not a number 7, it is a 7mm. So yeah, those are the ones I got, and I think I already have like a P. Keep thinking they're coming in the door. They went to see a movie. So that's that from Hobby Lobby. And then I also got because I loved this colorway, and the only reason why I know what colorway this is because when I went to Hobby Lobby, I looked for this, and thank God they still had it. And that's the I love this yarn print in the colorway Jazz Stripe, and I got 2 of those. That was a good call for me to buy it because these colors called to me clearly because I already had one of these, and this one was not a full skein, so I don't know what else I made with this, but I loved it. I love this non-traditionally colored dragon as well. So anyway, I got 2 balls of this because I really want to have it in my stash, so I grabbed that. And then finally I grabbed one of the Crafter Secret Big Idea, and this is the colorway Dark Ivory, and it has this pattern on the label, but that's not what I'm using it for. So as we move on to upcoming, I will tell you what I'm going to use that for. All right, so what do we have upcoming? We are going to do a May wrap up and tell you what I was able to accomplish, what I wasn't able to accomplish, and we are not going to be sad about anything, because if you don't, how does it go? If you aim for nothing, you hit it every time. And so I said what I wanted to do, and I didn't do all of it, but I did a lot. So there you go. Let's see. So that's Hobby Lobby. We did Happy Mail, and now we're talking about upcoming. So starting on June the 1st, we are starting a make-along here on this channel, and it is a star blanket make-along. And several of us are going to go ahead and work on star blankets over the next, from this make-along is going to run from June 1st to August 30th. And that is the reason why I'm going that long, is because right in the middle I have another make-along, and this one I just decided on. I really want to make a star blanket. There are tons of tutorials out there for anywhere from 5 points to 12 points, and you can decide whichever one you want to do, and start working on it. And I'm gonna have a thread in my podcast group, so you can post your pictures, and we will do a little bit of a celebration at the end of August with the finish of this make along, as well as celebrating my podiversary and celebrating the fact that I am over 2,000 subscribers at this point. So we're gonna have a rip-roaring good time at the end of August. But so go ahead and grab whatever materials you want to grab. In the previous video, I have shown a couple of different choices that I might make, but here's what I decided to do. I am going to use the Bella Coco tutorial for mine. And I am going to use a Caron Big Cake for my colorful colors. And this one is a Caron Big Cake in the colorway Toffee Brickle or something like that. This is actually made in China, and it's super soft, so China must have changed some things. Toffee Brickle, and it's 100% acrylic. You get approximately 603 yards of yarn in there, and there are those colors coming out just exactly right for you guys. So I'm using this, and I'm going, so this is the way these things work. It's a 3-row repeat. After you get the setup done, I think you do the setup for the first 5 or 6 rows, something like that, and then it just becomes a 3-row repeat. So what I'm going to do is, I mean, of course you're going to be increasing, but you do the same 6 through 7 or 7 through 10 or whatever over and over again until the blanket is as big as you want it. So I'm going to alternate this with this. I'm probably going to start with this in the middle and then alternate, and that is my plan. So that's why I grabbed that. Okay, so that is upcoming. The second thing that's upcoming is, as I previously mentioned, the Christmas in July make-along, and we will be working on the Christmas Spirit Gnome together. Pattern to be found in this book. I've been telling you guys about it for months at this point. This and July will be here before we know. We just have one more month before we start this make-along. This is available on Annie's still. Last I looked. It's also available on Kindle Unlimited, okay? And you can also on Annie's just purchase the Christmas Spirit Gnome pattern. However, it's cost just as much, if not more, than this whole book. And there's so many things in here that I think almost every pattern in here you would want to make. So it's worth it if you can get your hands on this one, whether you get a physical copy or a digital copy. All right, so let me find the Christmas Spirit Gnome and show you once again. So you could be grabbing your yarns. This is the one that we're gonna work on together. Okay, now here's how this is gonna go. Everybody is not gonna be able to get this book, so rather than like exclude people, you can make any Christmas gnome you would like, any pattern. There's a bunch of free ones out there. I have made the one from One Dog Wolf. You can buy a pattern of her Santa, I think it's a Scandinavian Santa gnome, and you can buy that pattern to support the designer. She also has made it available on her blog, so you can get it for free over there. Super easy and available. But and maybe you already own a gnome pattern and you want to make it Christmas themed. This is our it's just a celebration of Christmas in July, so it does need to be a Christmas themed gnome. Okay, so if you don't celebrate Christmas, you might have a friend who does, and you can make it and gift it to them. Now, how we're gonna do it is, if you do this one, and I'm gonna have a giveaway at the end of it, I will have a thread in my Facebook group so you can post your pictures. You can start, like when I first put it up, you can start posting the pictures of your yarn you have chosen and that kind of thing. And then you could post progress pictures along the way. And at the very end, we will do a giveaway. I know what one part of it is going to be. And we don't know what else will be in there, but there will be a giveaway. Now, anybody who makes the same one as me will get 2 entries into the giveaway, the final giveaway. I won't do any random draws, I don't think. So I will just do the one giveaway at the end. It's going to last from July 1st to July 31st, and then that's it. So, yep. So if you do the one I'm doing, which is this one, you get 2 entries. If you do any other Christmas gnome, you get 1 entry. So that is how we are going to do this one. All right, so that is coming up. And then, oh, my little scarf is coming. Let's see what else we got going. Still using the book, gang. June 21st is the reveal day for the seasonal Yarny YouTube Hop that we are doing. 16 of us are collaborating, and we are making a seasonally themed project that we reveal on the first day of each season. We already did the spring one. I do have a playlist, which I will maybe, if I figure out how to put it up in a card, otherwise it'll be linked in the description box below. It was so fun. We have more people this time. There are a total of 16 of us participating. So, June 21st is the first day of summer, and that's when we will be revealing our summer Yarny YouTube Hop project. So, please, please, please be on the lookout for that. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is changes with Hook and Stitch Live, okay? There will be changes. Hold on one second. Okay, so for Hook and Stitch Live, so what's happening is that Chris, who is the hook part of Hook and Stitch, by the way, I'm Stitch, because she mostly hooks, and I do all kinds of things, all kinds of stitching, so I'm Stitch. And so Chris does have some things going on right now, all good things in her life that is really going to take up a lot of her Saturday. And if you saw the live, she talked about it and how she's not going to be able to do Hook and Stitch Live. So she will be on the next 2 episodes so far, June and July. And then after that, we are not sure what's going to happen. We're going to keep the show because we love it. We love the community. I love the community, and I will keep the show. But I think what I'm going to do is probably tap some people on the shoulder to see if they want to co-host, like a different co-host every month. That's what I'm thinking, because we're going to hold that spot for Chris for when she can come back, which we're hoping that she can. We're hoping that she'll be able to come back. But yeah, so it's just, you know, if we lived on the same side of the country, it might be a little bit easier. But since we have such a stark time difference, when I'm able, so I'm 9 a.m. Pacific, and she's 12 noon Eastern, which she should be in the middle of her life and her day and the things that she has to do to support her husband and their side business. And so this is not going to work. So anyway, be on the lookout. We're figuring it out, but the show will not go away. And I think that's going to be everything we're going to talk about for today. I thank you for being with me. Until we meet again, guys, keep it crafty. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Sorry, guys, one more thing. I told Jordan I was going to do this. Okay, so remember the bear? I showed you the bear recently as an example of how far I have come with my amigurumi skills. So if you've been on the lives, you've seen this little bear, and I showed you all of his loveliness, but he definitely has been well loved by Jordan. And Jordan just called it, I don't know if you can hear it, but he called it a bunny bear. And here's why. Because he did this when he was little. We did not come up with this. He did. So he was like this: bear, bunny. Okay, one more time. Bear. Flip it upside down. And it's a bunny. His brain is the one that saw that. I never would have seen a bunny. I just would be like, oh, the bear is upside down. But once he did it, I could totally see the bunny. Anyway, I just had to share that with you guys. That's it for real this time. Talk back soon. Till we meet again. Keep it crafty. Bye.